The 2K Sports Pre.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Some confidence for Golden State with the win in their last matchup against the Cavaliers. And guys, they come into this one looking for win number 3 in the season against these guys. They already have won the first 2.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at them wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center position. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. The pass to Love. The drive by LeBron. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
He almost got... to that shit's on the way down.
For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to Golden State.
And listen, you have to take advantage of the freebies. And on that night, they did not, and that is why they just could not recover.
Exactly. I mean, they left too much cheese at the foul line. And in the end, it mattered on the scoreboard and cost us.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Outside for Curry. And another 3 for Golden State. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. No one near James as he lets it go. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played. And his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And the shot is good.
Boy, Kevin Love certainly is one of the best passing big men in the league.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Uncovered. Rebound Love.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From down low. Here's Thompson, blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
They have got to put a body on it, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Curry outside. Another miss by Curry.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Connects from three-point range. Thompson's got 6 points. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And they may have been on the road, but you know what? They nullified any home court disadvantage in that game by how well they shot it from three.
Shooting can always be a great equalizer. I mean, when you shoot like that from outside, it really makes winning on the road a lot easier.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Curry. Good D by Irving.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
It always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Iguodala, the pass to Barbosa. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And now a look at Sean Livingston. Some stats on him. His last 10 games, he's averaging 6 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And it's Smith penetrating. Runner in the lane. And the shot is good. Smith's got 5 now. Warriors trail by 5. Back to Iguodala. Golden State moving it around. And Spates gets it to go.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending, just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far as say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel. And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
The Warriors trail. Azili dishes to Livingston. And that is good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
0-1 near Iguodala as he lets it go, and it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
And Clark, the best way to get that early offense is with steals that allows you to get out in transition.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And a miss there on the triple. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Good. Smith's got 9.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And he can time his passes so perfectly.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title.
He sat us down.
When someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And a moment now to reset the lineups. Array all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Fry in at the 5, down low. And Thompson kicks to Rush. Pass to Green. Thompson outside. Back to Green. The dish to Thompson. 11 feet away. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Barnes. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man. And just he has an air about it.
Love draws the double. Over to the left wing. Here's Dellavedova. Offensive rebound. And stolen by Barnes. Here's Thompson. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Near the three-point line, it's Love. And another miss by Cleveland.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Bogut comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Steph Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Irving's shot is good.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
From deep. The shot by Curry, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. The drive by LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 8 points for LeBron.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Bogut the pass to Rush. Here's Green, and he goes in for the dunk.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Love can't hit. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Rush gets the bucket.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Bogut.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Love in the post, headed by Green. LeBron kicks to Love. Here's Thompson, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
You know, he's not your typical NBA center in terms of height, guys, but he plays as big as any of them, thanks to his incredible bounceability.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Irving attacking, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Rush dishes to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. For three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game. And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Draymond Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Brandon Rush. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for the Warriors. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the past, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding two guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
James has a two-pointer, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Spates. And again, no good by Golden State. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. The second effort, and that one's good. 7 points for Iman Shumpert.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
.105 left in the first half of basketball. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Irving leading the charge.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Passes to Barbosa. He feeds it to Livingston. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad. Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
The drive by Iguodala. The shot is off. James with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Here's Shumpert. He dishes it to Irving. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Here's Spates, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Here's Livingston. And that does it for the first one.
Guys, over here with...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He had 13 points, 2 assists. That's going to do it for now as the second half is just...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
A lot of action from Irving. 13 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Curry sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Curry's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Warriors. On deep. It's rebounded by Golden State. Well, LeBron had kind of a slow start to his season. His return to Cleveland last year.
Yeah, he got off to a bit of a slow start. He had some nagging type injuries, but things turned around, and LeBron was eventually able to get the clubhouse atmosphere where he wanted.
Cavaliers leading. Smith drives in. Bless. Smith's got 11.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
And Smith with a clear path to the hoop. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Barnes. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. And remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie McBuckets.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. And Thompson throws it down.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Smith.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
Harrison Barnes, of course, went to North Carolina, grew up as a huge fan of former Tar Heel Michael Jordan.
Yeah, you know, interesting, his mother started taping Jordan's games on the VCR years before he was born. His given name, Harrison Bryson Jordan Barnes. How about that for a factoid?
I didn't know that.
Nor did I.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Thompson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Thompson's got 6.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ezeli's checked in for Golden State. Rush comes in for Barnes. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Warriors trail by 4. Right side, Green, 11 feet away. Again, Golden State.
And a blazing start to the second half. They've hit all 5 shots.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships. At Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And here's a little known fact, Clark. Only 3 players have recorded at least 2 triple-doubles in the NCAA tournament. They are Oscar Robertson, Magic Johnson, and Draymond Green.
That's some elite company for Draymond Green. He's a hard worker, a guy you love if he's on your team. He can be an irritant if he's not with you, but continues to improve and prove his doubters wrong.
The Warriors making a switch here. Iguodala's checked in. And the dunk by Love.
Went for the 2-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Spates checked in for Brandon Rush. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Frye slams it in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, standing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Clark, he's checked in for the Warriors. Livingston comes in for Steph Curry, and he gets it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Iguodala with the steal. And here's the fast break. And here we go. Count the bucket. Now just a 2-point Cavalier lead.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Mozgov kicks to Smith. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say so, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Spates. Barnes comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Barbosa in for Sean Livingston. 34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Iguodala, the pass to Bogut. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
And here's Iguodala outside, and he gets it to go. Iguodala's got 10.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting.
He had his head on a swivel and was able to pick out the pass. And get the assist.
And that does it for the third quarter. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back.